You're not bad at studying. You're just using the wrong system. What if I told you that you could remember pages of information without rereading, without highlighting, without trying harder? There's a reason ancient scholars could memorize entire speeches without notes. It's called the Method of Loci, and once you understand it, studying will never feel the same again. Let me explain. Right now, if I asked you what your house looks like, you could walk through it in your mind. You can see the door, the sofa, the kitchen, your room. You didn't study that. You didn't revise it, but you remember it perfectly. Why? Because your brain is designed to remember places and images, not boring words on a flat page. And that's where most students fail. They try to memorize information in a format their brain hates. So here's how to flip the game. The method of loci, also called the memory palace, is simple. You take information and you place it inside a familiar location in your mind. Let's say you're studying biology. You need to remember the parts of a cell instead of repeating nucleus, mitochondria, ribosomes. You imagine walking into your house. At the front door, there's a giant glowing nucleus controlling who enters. On the sofa, tiny mitochondria doing push-ups because they're the powerhouse. In the kitchen, ribosomes cooking protein shakes. Now it's weird, it's exaggerated, it's visual, which means your brain loves it. The brain remembers emotion, the brain remembers movement, the brain remembers absurdity. It does not remember plain text. And here's the mistake most people make. They passively read. Reading feels productive, but it's low-effort processing. The method of loci forces active imagination, and active imagination creates stronger neural encoding. So here's exactly how you use it. Step 1. Choose a place you know very well. Your house, your school route, your mosque, your childhood home. The more detailed you can visualize it, the better. Step 2. Pick 5 to 10 specific locations inside that place. Door, hallway, couch, TV, bed, window. Keep them in a fixed order. This order becomes your mental filing system. Step 3. Turn information into exaggerated images, not logical images, crazy ones. If you're studying history and need to remember 1947, imagine a giant 1947 carved into your bedroom wall, exploding with fireworks. If you're studying chemistry and need to remember sodium reacts violently with water, imagine sodium jumping into your sink and the whole kitchen flooding. Make it dramatic, make it cinematic. Now here's where your full potential kicks in. When you want to recall the information, you don't think harder, you walk. You mentally walk through your palace, door, hallway, couch, and the images come back automatically. That's retrieval without stress. And retrieval is what actually builds memory. This is why memory champions can memorize 100+ items. They aren't smarter. They're using spatial memory, one of the strongest systems in the human brain. Even in ancient times, Greek and Roman speakers used this technique for speeches. Cicero, one of the greatest orators in history, reportedly used spatial memory techniques to structure arguments and recall long speeches without notes. This is not a hack, it's neuroscience. Your hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory, is deeply linked to spatial navigation. You evolved to remember where food was, where danger was, where your tribe was, not bullet points in a textbook. So when you attach knowledge to location, you activate your natural system. Now let's talk about studying with full potential. Full potential isn't studying 10 hours. It's studying in a way that multiplies retention per hour. Imagine this. 2 students study for 3 hours. One rereads, one builds a memory palace. After a week, one forgets 70%, the other recalls 80%. Who actually studied smarter? And here's something even more powerful. When you combine the method of loci with active recall and spaced repetition, you become dangerous. Study the topic, build your palace. Test yourself tomorrow by walking through it. Test yourself again in 3 days, then in a week. Memory compounds, confidence grows, and suddenly, you're not cramming anymore. You're operating with control. But let me be honest with you. The first time you try this, It might feel slow, awkward, even childish. Good, that means you're actually using imagination. The more ridiculous your images are, the stronger they stick. This is not about being serious. It's about being effective. You don't rise to your motivation. You rise to your system. And the method of Loci is a system, a mental gym. So the next time you sit down to study, don't just open your book, build your palace. Walk through it, own it, and study in a way your brain was designed to learn.